What is up everybody, this is Aniket from Codeit. In this video we're going to be learning about CSS variables, so stay tuned. So to get started we have a very basic boilerplate of HTML here, and inside this body tag I will add a div with the class of container. Inside this container I'll add 3 divs with the class of child. Inside every child div I'll create a div with the class of child inner, like this. Now I'll hit a save and nothing changes because I've not given any styling to it, just I've created divs. Now I'll give style tag. Inside this style tag I'll first grab on my container and give it a height of 500 pixels, width of 100%, like this. And I'll also add background color, and let me choose a background color from here, and maybe this will work. And let me hit save. So it has got height and width. Now or before that I'll just come to my body and give it display of flex, justify content, center, align items, center, just to center everything in the middle. And if you don't know what how to work with display flex or this flex box, you can just comment down below in the comment section. I'll definitely create a dedicated video on flex box, but for now just imagine that these three lines combined and they just align everything in the middle, or not everything, it's direct child element in the middle. So I'm going to body the direct child element as container, so it will align container in the very middle. But now we can see that it doesn't. Why? Because we have not given height and width. So height, if I get 100 vh, let me hit save. Now it will work like this. And let me also add a background, and the background would be f7 f7 f7, like this. Now I'll grab on my child, and to child I will give height of 300 pixels, width of 300 pixels, and a background color as well. Background color, maybe I'll choose it from here. Let me go down, and which one could I add? Let me go up again, and here okay, from here maybe this will work. I don't know if that works. Let me hit save. So I get something like this because it is coming one upon another. So what I'll do is I'll to the container I'll give display of flex, and what this will do is align every direct child elements of this container. So of this container every direct child element is this child, and this child. So it will align them horizontally. Now to see I will also give border of 5 pixels so that it is visible, and the border would be of solid, maybe f7 f7 f7, like this. Let me hit save, and I get here a border, but it just merges with the background. So what I can do is, let me just shrink this 300 pixels to 200 pixels. Now it will be better, like this. Okay, now to my container I will also give it justify content center, and this will center everything in the x-axis. If I write align item center, what it is going to do is it is going to align every direct child element to center in y direction as it does now. And okay, so I also want to give a border in this container. So what I can do is I'll give border 5 pixels solid, and I want the same border of this color, like coral. Okay, now I've given child. Now I will grab my child inner, and I will give it a height of 80 pixels, width of 80 pixels, width of 80 pixels, and background I will give it f7 f7 f7. Let me hit save here. I get something like this. I'll also add a border 5 pixels solid, and this will be this color that my container had in the background. Let me hit save. So I get something like this. Now I want to align this child in the middle. So what I can do is, again I will add those 3 lines of code, that is display flex, justify content center, and align items center. Okay, let me hit save. And okay, so this is what we get after adding these things. But now imagine that a situation comes where you want to change the colors, like maybe you want to change the theme from light to dark. It can happen like if you go to Google and search for CSS variables, and let me maximize it like this. So you get an option of changing the themes. So maybe you want to do that, and for that you will have to change the color from light and dark. So you'll have to constantly work upon that. So what you can do is, if you do like this, and now let's say you get another color palette, and that could be anything, I don't know. But let's say that wherever it is F7 F7 F7, every F7 you want to do it like, we can say 111, I don't know. And to every cornflower blue, that is here and here, you want it to be maybe 555, let me save. And to every coral, where is coral, yes, here, here, and okay, only these two. You want to add maybe, but what we can say, aqua, we don't know anything, or maybe cyan would be better. Okay, both are same. Okay, no problem. And to, okay, this is, I know this is not looking good, and this is not just good, it is looking very ugly, I know that. But you do not have to focus upon that, you just have to focus on the CSS variables. So you see that whenever we try to change the color palette, we have to change everywhere. Whether it is blue, we have to change it to black and cyan, all that things, wherever it is. But what if I say that you give any color you want, but if you want to change, you have to change only one time, and the whole changes will be applied to each and every place you have written that. That would be much cool. So that is what CSS variables allows you to do. So let me just undo everything, and let me get the previous result back. Okay, so I think I have like this. Okay, now what I will do is I'll go to the top, and here I'll put a colon, and I'll say root. So just it is like the other selectors, like this body, like this container. Here I'll give a colon and then root. That means it is a place where we store all our CSS variables. Now what I can do is I can write a variable name. So in order to write a variable name, first of all you have to write two hyphens. That means you are declaring a variable here. Now after that, you can say that body bg, a colon, and then what body bg was f7 f7 f7. Let me copy and paste it here with a hashtag like this, and now I'll go to end. Okay, like this. So it is like the CSS selectors and properties. It is a kind of selector, you can say, like colon and then root. Inside this curly braces, you'll have to add two hyphens, and then any name you want to give to your variable. In this case, I have written body bg. You can write body bg color. You can write background, or anything you want to write. You can write here. So this, it means you are declaring a variable. It is variable name, and it is variable value. Like it is property name, this height, and it is property value. The same is the case with CSS variables like this. And now wherever it is f7 f7 f7, I'll change it to where it was, here and here. Okay, so I'll just remove these, and I will just add a keyword that is called var. Okay, I will write variable. That means I'm declaring variable. Now you have to add parentheses. Inside this parentheses, you will have to give this variable name, and with two hyphens, body bg. So this is how you can use this. And now if I hit save, I will see no changes because I have written the very same thing. Okay, so you have to write a variable keyword, that is var. Then you have to add parentheses. Inside this parentheses, you will have to add two hyphens, and then the name of that variable, whatever you have said. Now if I try to change f7 f7 to 111, I'll change it only one time, and you can see that everywhere where it was f7 f7 f7, it's changed to 1. Okay, so here I have not written that variable body bg, so it did not change. Now it will change like this. And now if I say I do not want this black, I want it to be like this, greenish color. Let me hit save. Now it will change to green. It is that simple. You just have to change it on one place and it will change itself to all the other places. It is that simple. Now you can set variables for every different for every property, not only colors. Like I can like let me give you another example of this cornflower bloom. Let me copy this, and here I'll say I'll add container bg, and I'll paste it here. Oh, maybe cornflower blue it was. Cornflower blue, like this. And now wherever I had cornflower blue, I'll change it to container bg, like this. So it should work. Okay, I've saved and I get to see no changes because, and now see, I've given cornflower blue to this one, this container background, and to this border. I'll change both. Let me select from let's say I do not want this, I want a pinkish color here, like this. um Sorry, why I did not get that. Okay, I get it now. Let me hit save and just have a look at this background and to this border. I'll hit save and these both changes. Why did it change this background? Okay, yeah, I got that. I've changed this color. So one mistake that I did is I changed this color so that that's why it changed to pink. Let me, okay, and now I have to change this to pink. Now I'll change this to pink. Okay, now it should work. Okay, so I was changing color, now it is good. And now I can do the same with any other color, or not only the color, you can also give, you can add a css variable for any css property, whether it is height, whether it is display, justify content, align atom, background, or any other. You can also add for font sizes, for h1 h2 font sizes, font families as well, and to any css property that exists. You can even add it to box shadows. So if I try to show you, if I add, let me change this body bg to f7 because it is not looking great. F7, and now to this I'll change it to cornflower blue. Save that. And now if I say box shadow, like this, and you can add any name to this. It totally depends on you. I will write something and I will give the box shadow 0 pixels from the top, 4 pixels from the bottom, and blur would be 4 pixels. We can change that. Spread could be 5 pixels. Background, or that means color, would be 000 and 0.5. Save that. And now to this container I will add box shadow and then a var keyword with 2 hyphens something, like this. Save. And here I see a box shadow. I can change the blur to 25 pixels. I can change y to 15 pixels. I can change this background to 0.2, like this. Now if I hit save, see the box shadow changes. So you can give css variables for any property that exists in css, and it is also useful for any color that has a very big name, like this. If you have an RGB color and you do not want to mug up the color, what you can do is just add a css variable, and then it is easier to remember this variable name instead of this. And you should always add a variable name to something that it relates to. Like here it relates to a box shadow, so you should write like a box shadow, or maybe container box shadow, anything like that, that should relate to the thing that it is standing for. Okay, so with that said, we have completed css variables, and if you have any queries, any questions, suggestions, or feedbacks, you can just let me know in my comment section. Or if you have any topic that you want me to cover, just let me down in the comment section as well, so that I can help you out. And if you like the video, hit that like button down below, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to get the instant notification of our latest videos. Thank you for watching.